So Virgo, I decided to do a part 2 because I felt like our reading got cut short, and I took so much time to shuffle that I wasn't able to really get into all of that I wanted to get into. But anyway, some of the last cards that we got, if you want context, just tune into part 1. But you know, with this whole twin flame union thing, as somebody who has been in one of those connections and one understanding, like, you know, really desiring to be with my twin flame, but understanding that the twin flame union, that, like, you know, while our souls may have some type of agreement with each other before we get here, you know, we are in the flesh and everybody does have free will. So you can have a twin flame that decides, first and foremost, the success of a twin flame union does come from mutual healing. Okay, so if one twin is doing the work and the other one is not, because we have free will, they don't have to do the work if they don't want to. You get what I'm saying? You guys will continue to repel each other. Just period. You'll come together and separate and come together and separate until you decide enough is enough. But one of the last cards that I got, the last 2 cards that I actually got before I ran out of time was lesson learned and cycle broken. Excuse me, lesson learned, cycle broken. And then it also says that I'm settling. So your twin flame can be in in another relationship where they're settling. They're with somebody who actually doesn't challenge them to grow, who isn't pushing them to do anything better. Because quite frankly, whoever it is that they're dealing with is spending too much time worried about you. The cards that we got in part 1 was third party, stalking, and intimidated. Then another card that came up that confirmed that whoever your ex or your twin is dealing with is obsessed with your ass is karmic, is jealous and spying. So this person, they ain't pushing them to be a better person anyway either, because they know first and foremost, when you as a person, you know, when your twin goes off and deals with somebody else, your energetic signature is on your twin. Somebody can feel that, you know, especially if it's a woman, like, you're intuitive. Like, you can feel when somebody got a twin or got somebody in their energy that they genuinely care about or have a very deep soul bond or connection with. You feel me? So this person is aware of you. But I feel like this person ain't pushing your twin to get their shit together. That's why it says that your twin is settling. But anyway, one thing I can say, a lot of people have come to places in their twin flame union where they've understood, like, you know what, I'm just going to take the lessons that I needed to take from this twin flame union. Because like I said, twin flame union for a lot of people is just their vehicle to a spiritual awakening. But what's I going to say? A lot of people have decided that, you know, their twin flame union was just too turbulent for them. It came with too much pain and heartache that they decided, you know what, I would rather be with a soulmate. And you guys do have a soulmate coming up. You know, I'd rather be with a soulmate. I'd rather be in a connection that brings me more harmony. Like, I'm appreciative of my twin flame union because it taught me a lot about myself. It pushed me into a spiritual awakening. It pushed me into being the best version of myself. But trying to be with this person is hurting me more than it's helping me. Especially if they're not doing the work. And they over there creating contracts with new people. Third parties and shit. Like, what? Bootleg version. Yeah, whoever you're twin with ain't you. And whoever it is, they know they ain't you. That's why they can't stop stalking you. That's why they keep spying on you. Third party stalking and intimidated. Karmic is jealous. Karmic is jealous and spying. So your twin is with a karmic. Back of the deck says relationship has served its purpose. You know, I know a lot of you all, and very early into my spiritual journey, I was so hell bent on, I want to be with my twin. Like, I don't care about nothing. Baby, I want to be with my twin, honey. And some people feel like the only way you're serving purpose is if you end up in union with your twin. But that's not actually the case. It is ideal. It's absolutely ideal to be with your twin. But there are certain things that have to happen for you to be with your twin. Your twin could absolutely decide they don't want to fulfill the contract with you. And they would rather deal with karmics and not do the work. Like, they can absolutely decide that. It's our souls that have the agreement, but we are in the flesh. Okay? So once you keep that in mind and you understand that, you'll stop getting, you'll get out of this over romanticizing, oh, I just have to be with my twin. Yeah. It says block energetically or physically. A lot of you all, your spirit guides and your divine ancestors and guardian angels, they have blocked your twin from your energy. Even if you may have actually blocked your twin physically, but a lot of your guides have blocked them energetically. So you can go through your evolution, because spiritual awakening is the very first card that we got in the first reading. And you don't need your twin holding you back, because at the end of the day, you still got work. You have work to do as well. You sitting there, keep looking back, wondering if your twin coming. Are you waking up yet? Are you still with that person? Are you seeing through the illusions yet? And whole time you doing that, you missing out on your own work and your own evolution. So sometimes people have to walk away from their twins because they have to stand in their purpose. And they can't let their twin hold them back because their twin is deciding they don't want to do the work. Too much pride to reach out. If this was to work out, like, your twin has a lot of work to do. You could be doing a whole lot of waiting. Oh, wow. Twin flame again. That's your twin. It's your twin. Block throat chakra. Yeah, they block. Yeah, they throat chakra is blocked. That's why they can't communicate with you. It's blocked. Sacral chakra blocked. They can't create. They laid up with a damn karmic. God, God. Karmic came out again. Throat chakra blocked because they're with a karmic. Drinking heavily. This person is not inspired. This person is not inspiring them to be better at all. If anything, this person enables them to be the low vibrational version of themselves, and rightfully so. Because as a karmic, they're not supposed to help you be a better version of yourself. They're not there to push you in. Really, honestly, through the pain and the fucking turmoil of being with a karmic is how you end up learning lessons. Not because they're trying to make you a better person. Otherwise, they'd be a soulmate. And they're not. So, and rightfully so. This karmic knows this karmic would have to keep your person in a low vibrational space. Otherwise, they would never be able to. Otherwise, they would be able. If they keep them in a low vibrational state, they won't be able to rise up to your level to actually be in union with you. Drinking heavily. This is terrible. Back of the deck, Spirit says focus on yourself for a while. You need to. A lot of you are doing a lot of focusing on your twin, and your twin just isn't doing the work. Your twin, at this point, they have a whole nother cycle that they have to break with a karmic. It's so sad to see, but this happens. This happens because we have free will. I mean, we all have free will. We come. I know this is an intense connection for you, Virgo, because it says past life relationship. This ain't your first time being with this person. That's why it's for a lot of you all, it's been hard for you to let them go and move on. That's who you want to be with. It says follow your internal GPS, because a lot of you all intuitively know, like, bro, they're just not getting it together. And you're ready, and you're actually ready to be a better version of yourself. You're ready for good vibes. You're ready for good vibes and good times. Yeah. It says, you can't read it because the glare, but it says struggling to find my way. Your twin is struggling. But quite frankly, baby, the best thing you can do for your twin is continue to do the work on your own. To continue to do the work on yourself. At some point, twins will, I feel like at some point, your twin probably will see through the illusions that's around them. But divine timing is very much so at play. And you don't need to be putting your life on hold waiting for your twin to get their shit together. You don't. I'm so serious, Virgo. As somebody who's been there, you don't. Hold on, y'all. The card that fell on the floor is blessed beyond measure. Baby, you got blessings, okay? Your twin is in a cycle, a cycle that he or she really needs to break. And all you can do is pray for them and continue to do the work on your end, okay? But I do feel like you will have a choice between a soulmate and your twin. I hope this was able to help